Today we will be presenting about a fascinating species from Phylum Chordata, which is the AXOLOTL, also known as Ambystoma mexicanum, commonly called the eternal juvenes. This amphibian has amazed scientists and nature lovers worldwide. Let's explore about this. For the taxonomy, kingdom Animalia, meaning it is a multicellular eukaryotic organism. Phylum Chordata, it has a notochord and dorsal nerve cord. Class Amphibia, it belongs to the groups of cool-blooded vertebrates that live both in water and on land. Order Chordata, these include salamanders, which have tails and lips. Family Ambystomatae, commonly known as mouse salamanders. Genus Ambystoma. Species Ambystoma mexicanum, the scientific name of the AXOLOTL.
I will be explaining about the habitats of axolotls. Axolotls are native to the freshwater lakes and canals of Xochimilco and Calco Lake system in Mexico City. There are four main points: freshwater environment, Lake Xochimilco, cold water, and submerged vegetation. In freshwater environment, axolotls are fully aquatic salamanders, meaning they live exclusively in water. Lake Xochimilco, this lake system, now a series of canals, is the primary known habitat for wild axolotls. Cold water, they prefer cooler water temperatures, typically between 16 to 20 Celsius, and are susceptible to stress in warmer water. Submerged vegetation, axolotls are often found near aquatic plants, which provide them with shelter and hiding place.
Let's dive into the fascinating characteristic of the Mexican axolotl. First, you will notice its feathery axonal gills that's sticking out like three fluffy branches on each side of its head. These gills help the axolotl to breathe underwater. It's like having a built-in scuba gears. Axolotl have small black eyes without eyelids, so they can't blink. But worry not, they use their sense of smell and movement to explore their world. So let's take a look at their nostrils. They may be tiny, but they help the axolotl smell foods in the water, like worms and insects. But here's something cool. They have 4 fingers on their front leg and 5 on their back legs, kind of like having little water hands and feet. That long tail and tadpole-like dorsal fin help them to swim smoothly through the water, almost like a mini sea dragon. Now here comes a fun fact. Axolotl are champion of regeneration, and if they lose a leg, or even part of their head or brain, they can grow it back. That is superpower most animals don't have. And unlike frogs and salamanders, axolotls never grow up. They stay in their larval form forever. This rare condition is called neoteny and is what gives them their cute forever baby looks. Plus, axolotls come in different colors. In the wild, they are dark and sparkle. But pet axolotl can be pink, golden, black, or even almond. So, overall, the axolotl isn't just cute, it is a scientific superstar.
So now, I'm going to talk about life cycle of an axolotl. Life cycle of an axolotl is unique among amphibians because it remains in its larval form throughout its life, a condition called neoteny. The first stage is egg stage. Female axolotls lay 100 to 1000 eggs. After mating, eggs are jelly-like and are often attached to plants or rock in the water. They hatch in 10 to 14 days depending on the temperature. The second stage is larval stage. Upon hatching, the larvae resemble miniature adults but lack developed lips. They breathe through our external feathery gills and are fully aquatic. Within a few days, they begin feeding on small prey like brown shrimp or daphnia. The third stage is juvenile stage. Limbs develop and the body grows, but the axolotl remain in its larval form. It does not undergo full metamorphosis like other amphibians. It keeps gills, tail fin and aquatic nature. The last stage is the adult stage. It reaches sexual maturity about 6 to 12 months, can live up to 10 to 15 years in captivity, still retain larvae straight neotenic even when mature. Next, I'm going to talk about reproduction of axolotls. Axolotls reproduce sexually with external fertilization, and their breeding usually happens in water during cooler temperature, often in late winter or early spring. And here how the process works. The first is courtship behavior. Males and females engage in courtship dance where the male leads the female around. The male deposits spermatophores on the substrate. Next, fertilization. The female pick up the spermatophores with a quokka. Fertilization occurs internally, but egg laying is external. Then egg laying. Eggs are laid in clumps and often stuck to submerged objects. A female can lay hundreds of eggs per cycle. Then, parental care. There is no parental care after the eggs are laid. The young are fully independent upon hatching.
Here are some interesting facts about axolotls. Axolotls are very famous. In fact, it is featured in one of the most famous games globally, Minecraft. Next, axolotl name originates from the Aztec mythology. It is derived from the name of the god Xolotl, god of fire and lightning, who can turn into a salamander.
Next, I will talk about importance of axolotl to ecosystem and economy. In the ecosystem, axolotl help maintain balance by feeding on insect, worm and small fish. This controls prey population and supports a healthy freshwater environment. However, due to pollution and habitat destruction, their natural role has decreased as they become critically endangered. For economically, axolotls are extremely valuable in scientific research. Their ability to regenerate limb, spinal cord, and even parts of the brain makes them important in medical and genetic study. They also contribute to the pet trade and are part of Mexico's cultural identity. Conservation efforts and ecotourism related to axolotl help raise awareness and support local communities. So, even as their number decline in the wild, their importance globally continues to grow. To conclude, the axolotl is a truly unique species of amphibian that shows how biodiversity can surprise and inspire us. Its ability to regenerate its permanent larva state and its scientific value make it an important species to protect and understand.
To conclude, here are the references we use throughout this presentation. All the information, data, and images were gathered from the credible and reliable sources, including academic journals and verified websites. I ensure that all the references follow the appropriate citation style, such as APA, to maintain academic integrity.